Greetings, peasants! I am what is known as the protagonist of this channel, which means if you don't like me, you probably won't like this channel. Now yes, I can upload things that don't feature me, however, you already know it's associated with me, and therefore, even if I'm not directly in the picture, you're probably gonna look at this and say, garbage. Which segues King Nicholas into the protagonist of a video game. What's fun about video games is sometimes they're so immersive, they like to pretend that you're the one going on this adventure. Oh, that guy just died? Well, you killed him. You did it. How about Zelda? The main guy is Link, right? Nope. Well, I guess in Breath of the Wild he is, but everywhere else, no. It's you. Fucking you. How about Pokemon? Are you a boy or a girl? Well, they don't ask that question anymore because it's you, and you transitioned. Why did you do that? And of course, a game like Animal Crossing, you can also use like The Sims or Minecraft, like things with a character creator, where the idea is necessarily you're the one going on this magical journey, right? Now, if you name your mayor Sir Sniffs Some Butts, you're probably not going to feel that big of a connection. I think a game like Zelda, or even Dragon Quest for that matter, is interesting. How you can, like, name your characters. Like, in Earthbound, we know him as Ness, but you could name him whatever you want. You could even name him you if you're weird like that. I don't like those that much. I normally just stick with whatever the name is, because even if it's a silent protagonist and they try their best to be like, you! I'm not going into Earthbound like, I have the magical powers. I don't think that's me. Animal Crossing, if I tell someone to kill themselves, you better believe I'm the one who did it. I think if you're going to have a game where you're the protagonist, there needs to be a level of customization, right? Like, even in a game like Pokemon, where you just say boy, girl, and your name, it's not like, say, in Introduced in X and Y, you can change your outfit, and you can have a greeting, and it's a little bit more customizable, where you can say, this isn't me, that's me. In pretty much every other medium, the main character is already established ahead of time, right? It's their story, it's their journey, it's not yours. Sure, you might be controlling them, but it ain't you. I'm gonna do my cliche YouTuber, like, notable examples of this include The Last of Us. You play as Joel, and it's so fucking amazing. 10 out of 10. Let's talk about the shit examples where they ruin it, alright? It just comes down to a performance, right? What voice actor did they decide to use for this role? Mostly, they match. Like, hell, look at your 3 main characters in GTA 5. If that is not, like, perfect casting, I don't know what is. Most anime games, on the other hand, your main character normally sounds like this.
I don't know if I can, but I'll try.
And then often, your girl sidekick just sounds like that.
Ooh, this is all us!
It's choices like that where I say, you know what? Having the little bleep bloop sound effects in Ace Attorney, I'm okay with that. So what makes a good character from a bad character? The writing. What else? The idea of this main character still being played by someone, you have to be able to write them in a way so that the player can understand their actions and the responses feel valid. If you're going on a story adventure and all of a sudden your main character's like, why are we doing this? I don't want to do this anymore. You're not going to relate to them. But back to anime games, normally the guy is like, oh gee whiz, oh fuck. Let's take a game like Xenoblade Chronicles 3 for example. That game has 6 main characters, if you really think about it, like 6 in your core team. So you have to kind of have each one stand out, you have to give each one a different personality, and also, you have to make each one likable. And I think that's why you see a game like Xenoblade Chronicles X. It didn't really get that popular because are people really looking at that like, oh wow, peak character design, oh goddess. Voice acting is fun to judge because normally a good voice acting job is never necessarily praised because you just kind of expect it, but a bad one, you bet your ass you're gonna definitely judge the shit out of it. Really? That's the best you could come up with? It's the main guy! I will tell you what interactive game does the best example of making a relatable main character, and it's really hard because it's a story-based game with already established characters, and you decide the path that they take. This baby right here. Until Dawn, the Quarry, most of the Dark Pictures games. The fact that you're saying, I'm going to have this character take this route or do this action, and it's still going to fit their personality, that's really hard to do. And I commend most of these games. Also, the deliverance put on by a lot of these actors. They do a great job making these characters feel real. In conclusion, if your main characters suck, is the game going to suck? I mean, not necessarily, but it does make it harder to play. If you're playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and you really don't like Rex, you're probably not going to get very far into the game because his journey isn't resonating with you. Why would you make it your journey too? Xenoblade 2. And if you are the type of person that loves to immerse themselves saying, I'm Mario, you're not Mario. You aren't. Wake up.